about most beautiful organ of our body, that is human eye. Students, human eye is a light sensitive organ which enable us to see the beautiful world around us. The eyelids acts like a shutter to our eyes and protect us from the shocks. When you look at your eye in the mirror, you can see that on outside the eye has an eyeball and there is a white plate all around it. Do you know the diameter of human eye? The diameter of human eye is 2.5 centimeter. It is almost like a spherical ball, and the layer which is present outer is called as sclera, choroid and retina. Let us learn about the structure and the function of each part of eye. The first part of eye is the outermost covering, that is sclera. It is made up of white tough fibrous tissue that protects the internal parts of eye from external injuries. There is a dark grey pigment attached to the outermost layer on its inner side, that is called as choroid. Third, we have a frontal bulging out portion in front of eye, that is called as cornea. It is a transparent white portion of eye which allows the light to enter into the eyeball. There is a light sensitive screen on the outer part and the innermost delicate membrane which contains large number of rod and cone cells which are sensitive to bright light and can detect color. That light sensitive screen is called as retina, where the image of an object is formed. Next we have behind the cornea there is an iris which give colors to the eye. The amount of pigmentation in the iris give color to the eyes. When the pigmentation is highest, the iris is black or brown in color. When it is least, the iris is blue in color. There is a central aperture in between the iris. That small hole is called as pupil, which regulates the amount of light entering in the eye by adjusting the size of the pupil. If the light is dim, iris expand and pupil allow the more light to enter into the eye. But if we are in bright light, iris contract and make the pupil decrease the amount of light entering the eye. Behind the iris, there is a double convex lens situated. We call it as crystalline lens, which is held in the position with the help of ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are the muscles which hold eye lens in a proper place, and it helps in changing the focal length of the lens. Next we have optic nerve, which consists of about 1 million separate nerve fibers that connect the rods and cones of retina to the brain. Its function is to carry the optical messages in the form of electrical signals to the brain. And students, there is a space in the eye between the cornea and the lens which is filled with a watery fluid known as aqueous humor, and the space between retina and lens is filled with the liquid vitreous humor. It keeps the eye wet. There is a spot at the junction of optic nerve where there is no sensory cells, no rod, no cone cells. So no vision is possible at that spot, and that spot is called as blind spot of eye. So now let us understand the working of eye. Light comes from an object, enters the eye through the cornea and pupil. There is a lens which focuses the light rays to form a real inverted and highly diminished image on retina, and when the cells of retina they gets activated, they generate electrical signals. Optic nerve send these signals to the brain, and brain actually interprets about these signals and forms image.